Aloha, welcome to Real Talk with Sandy. I'm Sandy Hale, retired nurse and Rodan+Fields consultant for the last 8 years. And since I've had 8 years in this company, guys, today's video is going over the pros and the cons of being a Rodan+Fields consultant. You're gonna wanna stay till the end because the last con that I actually share with you is probably one of the most important that you need to know in making your decision. All right, so let's dive in, okay? The first pro, and this was actually the first pro that I saw when I was approached about Rodan+Fields. I have been approached before from other friends and families about, other direct sales and other network marketing companies, but this pro right here was honestly what got me to listen, what got me to pay attention and not zone out when my friend was sharing this with me. Pro one was the brand recognition. Now, when she first told me Rodan+Fields, I was like, who? When she said, the creators of Proactive? And I said, yes, of course I know them. I was a labor and delivery nurse before this. I worked night shift, and believe me, if you get a lunch break or any break at all, the only thing that is on is infomercials. So I was very familiar with Proactive. So when I found out those doctors created a second company that was now their namesake, Rodan+Fields, that intrigued me. But what it also told me was, if they put their name on this one and they sold their first one, which their first one did change the skincare game, their first one is a billion-dollar company, that this second company was going to follow suit. And the fact that it was anti-aging and not just a small acne market was what pushed me over to say, you gotta jump on this. And guys, we are number one now. We've been the number one skincare brand in North America for the last 4 years. We are the fastest growing skincare brand in Australia, and we just launched Japan. All right, second pro. This is a no inventory company. And that was one of my biggest concerns, again, when I was being approached about Rodan+Fields. I knew of other companies in the past. In fact, I had my parents and my auntie who had done 2 other different network marketing direct sale companies, and both of those required inventory. And I didn't want that. I could not see myself loading up my garage or a room or a closet with products and then hoping I would find somebody who wanted those specific products from our product portfolio. So when I was told, no, Sandy, there's 0 inventory, I thought, okay, I could do this, right? I could do this. Having 0 inventory and people ordering online. I thought, okay, that's huge. So the third pro, guys, is the fact that this is an online business. That was so foreign to me because, again, growing up and hearing of other direct sales and other network marketing companies, those were all, you go to a meeting, you have to go to an event, there's inventory, you're purchasing stuff from them. And the fact that Rodan+Fields was so different. Everything was online, everything was done via samples. I thought, that's huge. So third pro, guys, is this is solely an online business. And going with the way things are happening currently right now, where so many of us are, working from home, staying at home, we're not able to really go out and meet and, in large groups and large numbers. This is perfect because majority of people have some type of social media, and that's what you're doing. You are utilizing social media, you're social sharing, you're social selling. You're sharing the products, you're sharing the opportunity, but you're doing it via social media or you're doing it via the internet. Everything is online, right? Zoom again, huge. So that's the third pro. Fourth pro is our compensation plan. Now, I will be very real with you because when I was first explain the compensation plan, meaning when I sat down and my friend was like, Sandy, you got to hear about this company, you got to join this opportunity. And she started to run off generations and percentages. That was so foreign to me that I really kind of just tuned that out, because I wasn't a numbers person. When I got into the business and I started to learn things slowly and I picked up, okay, this is a compensation plan. Wow, she was right. My friend was right. Our compensation plan is one of the best. And I thought, okay, that was a bonus for me because I didn't catch it in the beginning, but I'm gonna share it with you. Our compensation plan is one of the best. Why? One, you're making up to 31% commission on product purchases. So customers that are purchasing from you, people who are buying retail from you, they're buying from you on your website. You have the ability to earn anywhere from 25 to 31% commission on that. Other thing is, as a consultant building a business, you have the ability to capture compensation, so commissions, 5 generations down. And what is the best, I believe, is the fact that you can ultimately, unlimitedly go wide. So you can partner with as many people and you can help as many people start their own businesses, and there's no cap to that. The 5th pro, guys, is the support system. Honestly, it's huge, and it wasn't what I expected, but I'm gonna tell you right now that being in this business for 8 years, that is a huge plus that I have learned from other people in my business team now that have been part of other direct selling companies that didn't have the support system. And so it was brought to my attention on how, really just when we lock arms, we lock arms. So the support system is huge. Our team, my team, we get together weekly. Whether you want to or not is up to you, but I provide training every week, and it's something that the team that I joined does. And so that's what I loved about it, is when you're an entrepreneur and you're starting a business like this, you're gonna have ups and you're gonna have downs, right? Regardless, you're gonna have ups and downs in life. You're gonna have ups and downs with your kids, with your spouse, with your career. You will always have ups and downs. It's not a constant, right? Cherries and rainbows every single day. Things happen. And so in this business, when you have a support system that lets you know you're not alone, when you have a support system that reminds you of why you said yes and helps you to overcome you feeling down or you doubting yourself or you feeling like maybe I'm not cut out for this, and a support system who says, look, I'll walk with you, I'll run with you, I'll pick you up, let's figure out what you need, right? That right there is just unprecedented to me. And so the support system with Rodan+Fields is huge and enormous, and I feel like that's a game changer. The last pro, and this is number 6, guys, is the fact that everybody starts their Rodan+Fields business now at $75. That's right, you start your business at $75. That $75 gives you samples to get started. So that right there is a huge pro, because they've leveled the playing field and everybody comes in at 75. So, all right, so now let's get into the cons, all right? And these were cons that I have found throughout the business and really what I've done to overcome them. So 1, you have to talk to people and you have to share. If you don't like talking to people, if you don't want to send out samples, if you don't want to post things on social media, then that's a con, and this business is not for you. This is a business, so we do have to work and we do have to do the things. And those are the 3 simple things though that we do, is we talk, we share on social media, and we send out samples. Second con is we do have a monthly cost if you're gonna run this as a business. So if you want to create income, you have to have $100 worth of product purchased under you for you to be commissionable. So that's you purchasing product, that's you purchasing samples, that's you purchasing the product that you're using. Now, I'm saying that this is a con because I know that that's what I've heard, and people will always say, well, you have a monthly cost. So I'm saying that yes, we do have a monthly cost. You might look at this as a con. I see it though as this is a very small monthly cost. Reason is my mom owns her own business. My husband also owns his own business, and they have electric bills they have to pay. They have rent that they have to pay, right? In this business, it's $100. Like, you're not renting a space for $100. I don't know about your electric bill, but here in Hawaii, electric bills are not usually less than $100. So that monthly cost, it's a con, but at the same time, it's not, because one, it is a write-off, but you have to be actively working your business. So if that's not what you're doing and you're purchasing product, but you're not sharing and you're not, following up with people and seeing if people want to purchase from you, then it will be a con, because you're losing that money because you're not getting paid, right? You're not getting compensated. All right. Third con is our products do last 60 days. It's a 60-day supply. So what does that mean for you as a consultant? Well, you're not getting the same people to reorder those products every month because they last 60 days. So what I have found, and what I teach my team and what many consultants do, is our products are 60-day supply. So our customers love that because it lasts them 2 months. So what I do is I actually talk to them and I say, okay, if your regimen lasts you 60 days, then on your off month, maybe you want to purchase the eye cream. Maybe you want to get the hydration serum. Maybe you want to get our Radiant Defense, right? So the extras, so that what happens is, instead of having a large every other month purchase of, over 200, they're doing 100, right? And then they have maybe another 70 or 80 the off month. And so this is how I've combat that, of course, with the 60-day, 60-day supply. And I did tell you in the beginning of this video that the last con would be the most important con that you may have to hear on. So the last con, guys, is your business partner matters. The person that you join in business matters. Or what I mean is, if you join somebody in this business who is doing this as a hobby and isn't really serious about doing this as a business, but you are jumping aboard saying, I want to make a couple thousand a month. I want to be able to retire from my job. And that's not the same vision that your business partner has for their business. It matters. You need to look at who you're joining in business. Is look for the consultant that is working their business consistently. Look at that for that consultant who shows up consistently. Look for that consultant who's been building this business, right? That is whom you want to join if you want this to be a business that creates income. If you're also looking as this is going to be a hobby and something that I just do on the side sometimes, not always, then it really doesn't matter, right? But I have seen it where I've seen people come in and they see. I mean, I am one of those stories. I retired from my nursing career, and this is what I've been doing for 8 years. I've been solely a Rodan+Fields consultant for 7 years. And so I've seen people who said, okay, yes, but they joined somebody who wasn't that serious about the business. That person was just so unplugged that they ended up getting so frustrated because they didn't have the support system that I just spoke about in the pro that I saw, right? Because that's what I provide and that's what my team provides. And then they got frustrated because they weren't able to, get that support that they wanted. So it's a con, but it's a con that you can 100% work around. You want this business to work for you, and you want to actually learn how to work this business successfully. Find someone who's doing that. That is whom you're looking for. All right. So guys, my links are going to be down below if you want to join my team, if you want to join me in business, if you have any other questions about these pros and cons. I decided to do an updated video because my last one was kind of in the beginning of my RNF journey when I started, and it got over 20,000 views. However, there's some things that have changed, like our startup costs. And now that with our samples, our company gives you samples to get started. So my pros and cons video, I wanted to update it. So thank you guys so much for joining Real Talk with Sandy. Subscribe to my channel. You can join me in business if that's what you're looking for. And like I said, you know, you can share this video. You can click on the links below. If you've got questions, I'll answer them. And until next time, aloha.